welcome back to Shots Life. This week we're back on the $10 boat, and crazy enough, we just had a tornado go by, which doesn't happen hardly ever here, but I think there was another episode where we had a tornado. I know there was another episode where we had a tornado when we were building the building. Crazy, but tornadoes passed, and I've already been out and cleaned up all the trash and neighbors' stuff and whatever, and the tree limbs and all that stuff, got that cleaned up. And then of course it started to storm again, and so glad I got that done. I got a slight cold this morning, so I don't know how much I'm going to do today, but I figured I can't pass this temperature up, and I at least get this trimmed up so it's ready for the next coat of fiberglass. That was that sheet that went hog wild on us there last week, and we had to get cleaned up. I do need to clean up though, because I kind of, after that big day, I was worn out and got the big mess out of here, but I still got to clean up a lot of stuff. So we'll do a little cleanup. Well, you won't see me doing it, but I'll do a little cleanup, and then we'll play it by ear. I've got kind of a cold, so I'm not really, I don't have a lot of energy to do a lot today, but we'll putz around and see what we can get done. I did get a lot of supplies in. I've got the new huge roll of fiberglass in. I've got some more silica in, and I've got another gallon resin. So we have a gallon in there, a gallon here, and then just a little bit, just a little bit left in here. So we should be good for resin for a while. That should at least get us another round around it anyway. But yeah, whatever I get done today, I'll be happy just to come out here and putz around and get something done anyway. So yeah, well, let me get to work. We'll get this trimmed up with the oscillating saw and vacuum, and we'll just go from there. We'll see how it goes. Again, not in a big hurry today. Not feeling the best, so we'll do what we do. All right, let's get to work. So I was just getting ready to do some fiberglass, and we got a call that my buddy's barn's on the ground. The tornado got him. So we're gonna go check it out here in a second. We're heading down into his farm and see what his barn looks like. I'll check with you guys in a bit, but doesn't look like I'm gonna be doing fiberglass this morning. But I'm glad that the tornado didn't hit us. So all right, let's check out, see what's going on. I'll let you know.
Do you need the truck? I'm gonna go check the horse tree.
Yeah, just check the horse. You cut the top light off.
Golly, we just put this in here yesterday. Holy.
Oh, we just popped that out with a hammer.
Holy crap.
Let me see.
Man. Smash that whole side in, huh? Huh?
Just sheet metal, it looks like.
That's good. All your trailers.
Yeah.
They're actually holding though.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's holding the dang thing up right there. That trailer is.
Non-lagging. In here.
Man, oh man.
Oh well. Oh well.
Yeah, you just bumped it out. He just bought that square baler yesterday, or just delivered yesterday. We went and picked it up. Now it's trash. You can see all those wagons in there. Hopefully a lot of those we can get out of there. My goodness. Alright, we're back at the boat. I did a lot of cleaning and vacuuming and whatever, and just getting rid of trash and whatever else. And then I just unpackaged the new roll of fiberglass. We got a huge roll of fiberglass, way more than we're going to need, but that's okay. I'm sure there's going to be projects in the future that are going to need fiberglass. Anyway, So my plan now is just to kind of measure out the pieces that I'm going to need and then get them all cut up and get them ready. And then we'll kind of see how it is from there. It's starting to cool down a little bit, I think, because that front went through. But we'll just kind of monitor it as we go. We'll get the fiberglass cut and ready anyway, and then we'll just kind of go from there. All right, well, let me get to measuring and cutting. I cut this piece at 32 inches thinking I would wrap it and go about halfway across the back of this beam. So I'm just going to kind of fit it down there and then cut it with the clean scissors while I can. Try to map this out just a little better than putting this big huge sheet up here and then trying to, because we know how big sheets love to screw up on us. That's about right there, right? So I'm going to mark that corner. So if this is my hip, and I'll just leave a mark on it so I know. And then that's my thing there, and it goes this way and this way. So now I just cut that so it lays flat. And then I'll have to cut this down here so it hips off this too. So probably a strip there, and then just cut it back somewhere here so that's not all that long. And of course it's really long because it's got to get to the bottom down here, but you know, slice this up, hack that off. Let that come around somehow. We'll figure that out. But it doesn't need to be anywhere near this long, right? So, that might have been a wasteful way to cut this. I don't know. Let me cut these out and we'll try to figure it from there. Now you can kind of see what I did there. The more I play with this, though, the more I'm going to screw this up. So I want to be very careful not to do too much damage to this cloth and get it all screwed up. All right. There you go. Find your center. Push her in your corner. This will flip down like that. That'll go up there. This will go across here. Oh, we're a little crooked there now. Keep our weave tight. That's going to go there. Our little piece is going to flip out here. Yep, and that's going to go tight there. Oh yeah, I'll cut this a little better. A little more even. Get that there. And that'll run to about there. And I need two pieces, one for each side. Make another one. I'm getting low on tabbing. So I'm getting to the end of the fiberglassing, so that's not a bad thing. All right, so those are my two pieces for that. Roll them up. All right, so I'm tempted just to measure that off and cut it and just do the back and this one stringer. But I already have the sides cut, so I know I'd end up resining those in. But really, I need to be focused on this front of the wall. I mean, I got to get this done, right? Two more coats of fiberglass on it, so I need to do it as a minimum. But I don't want to. But I'm going to use scraps for that. Honestly, I'm just going to take scraps and fit them in there and do that whole backside with scraps. Because it's all cut up anyway, right? The way that it's just all over the place. So I'll probably do that, get a coat of that on there, just using this. Yeah. So I may sit there and try to fit some of that stuff, but for the most part, I think I'm just going to kind of wing it and put those scrap pieces in there and make it lay flat. And then I can just do the rest of this if I get busy, because I mean, I'm just wasting the afternoon away talking about it. So let me cut this piece, and then we'll see if we can't fit some of these scraps in there, and then I'll probably just get started. All right, so we got all our scrap pieces set up in there, ready to go. I got the fan going, giving me some oxygen. We'll do that. We'll kind of see where we're at. Maybe we'll start working this back here, see where we're at, maybe put the two sides on, see where we're at, and then maybe thicken resin and put this last stringer down. I don't know. I don't want to do any guarantees till I'm there. I'm going to put the scissors away so they don't get any resin on them, because I don't want those sticking. We have the terrible set for that. If there's emergencies, we'll keep that handy. So I'll get to mixing up some resin and get my mask on and we'll get going. Yeah, got to keep forcing myself. Beat this cold, beat this cold. Yeah, so I'll do this, and then when I get done with this, I'll take a shower and go lay down. That's what I'll do. But all right, let's get busy. Let's quit complaining, get to work. All right. All right, so that got a little silly there at the end, patching all that stuff in there. But whatever, it's done. I used up a lot of scraps that way. I mean, it'll be fine. I'll put big pieces over that on this next piece, you know, or try to get some good sized pieces in there. I don't want to say big pieces, because it is hard to get it all around all that stuff in there anyway. So patching it out actually makes it a little bit easier, but you know, whatever. That was fun. Well, actually, it's kind of a pain, but it's done. So I think I'm going to go ahead and try to put this big piece on here, and then maybe put that piece on there, and then do the two sides. And if I get those done, then maybe I'll start playing with this here, this last stringer we got to go. So I'll have to do the thickened resin to make up for that. But let me do this back and the sides and see how we feel after doing that. And yeah, we'll just keep chugging away. I mean, this will be the second coat for the sides, so that's great. That's the second coat for that wall. I need one more on that wall. A lot of people are really concerned about flotation foam going up in there. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I just want to get 3 layers of fiberglass on that wall for strength before I go pouring flotation foam up against it, because it'll fill that channel, and this wall will be the stopper for that flotation foam. So I definitely want to have that, whatever I'm going to do these walls, done before I start pouring that stuff in there. And there's plenty of room for me to get buckets in there and pour it in there and fill those 2 channels up. So that's what we're working on, and yeah, we'll go from there. So All right, we're doing pretty good. Whew. We have it all the way around. Boy, I got to work that corner. Look at that pool when I was messing with this, so I got to get that fixed. But we're doing good. I'm really working the air out of these things, man. It's tough to get the air out of them. I got this thickened resin down. I need to get the other side thickened resin down, but we're out of resin. I think hopefully I have another gallon in the garage, so I got to go get it. But we're doing good. I'll thicken resin that. I'll get that tabbed in, and then we're going to call it a day. Way more than I thought we were going to get done today, so that's awesome. But yeah, let me go get that so I can get finished up, and we'll get this tabbed in. I'll get this corner fixed up. And we'll get out of here. Woo, let it dry, let it air, let it breathe, whatever it's got to do. Man, it stinks in here. All right, let me get my mask back on. I'm going to go get that gallon of resin, and we'll get this finished out. Everybody, man, what a day from having a cold to not wanting to do anything to just going to cut the cloth to my tornado warnings to my buddy's barn getting taken down in a tornado. And we just put that square baler in there. He just picked it up yesterday. We went down and picked it up yesterday, and we took a semi and then we drove it back and put it in that barn yesterday. Oh, thank goodness he has good insurance. Wow. To surviving the tornado, to get into the cloth cut, the fiberglass cloth cut, to getting as much done as we have. Oh my goodness, we got a lot done. I mean, from the inside of the mid hole there, we got the second coat on that in patches. We got the two side walls done, the second coat. I mean, how thrilling is that? We got the bass stringer in, which is awesome. And then we got this back wall, the first coat on it. I mean, we are cruising, cruising, cruising. I am totally thrilled with the progress we're making, and hopefully you are too. Now, if you're enjoying this content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.